G6K.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about rapping, nigga, you capping. You a sucker. If he move wrong, that's a dead man on my brother. If he throwing shots, I'm in the air.
Yo, it's on. I'm back with another video, back with another banger for y'all today. You feel me? Today I'm gonna be reacting to Khal Srt'S all-wheel drive Chrysler Demon 170. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If you know what I'm talking about, bro, that's fucking ridiculous. It's 1100 horsepower and an all-wheel drive train and a sedan. That's really not meant to do that, but he made it work. You feel me? And I've seen I seen the pictures on IG of like the car fully done. And I ain't gonna lie, the color scheme he did was just like the straight black and the yellow seat belts and the yellow brim bows and the Trackhawk rims or the Trackhawk wheels. My bad. The Trackhawk wheels on the Chrysler, bro, look crazy, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he low-key gave me an idea for when your boy gets his Hellcat swap. But without further ado, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn the post notifications on so you can stay tuned for more future bangers like this. Dude, I'm also eating, bro. And if you don't know who Khal Srt'S is, like, he does shit like this where he buys wreck shit and rebuilds it and, you know. It's really the boring part of the video, but no, it's crazy how like all these Mopars, bro, it's literally like Lego pieces, bro. You can do so many different combinations, bro. And it's like, from what it seems like, from how everybody's able to do it, you feel me? With how everybody's able to do it so easily, bro. Everything's just on YouTube, bro. Like, I might do my own Hellcat swap. I hate how there's like no commentary, dude. See, bro, and what I seen that I really liked, bro. 7 months later. It took him 7 months? Oh, shit. He be pumping out them Hellcat swaps like damn near same day. I ain't gonna lie. The yellow 170 badge is hard. The yellow 170 badge is hard. With the supercharged logo on the door? Come on. And I think that's the Trackhawk exhaust. That's one thing I did learn too, bro.
So when I tell you I didn't skip a single step,
Everybody shut up.
When it came to building this thing, I even programmed OEM Demon 170 keys to the car. Still got the OEM Trackhawk key, which came with the Trackhawk when we bought it. I'm telling you, man. So before we get started with this thing, I would like to say welcome back. I know I've been gone for over a month because I made a promise I wasn't going to post any more content, wasn't going to post any more updates for this build because I just wanted to get it done. I felt like it took too long. It's been almost 7 months since we started this thing, and I just wanted to complete it because every time I would drop a video, I felt like it was repetitive and it wasn't really going anywhere. So I took some time off. I wanted to finish the car, which is here done tonight. It's currently 2 a.m. I just picked up the car like an hour ago from Dearmore Hair Wash, and we'll show you guys all the details here in a second. But I got my Escalade back. This thing was at the dealership for over 2 months, close to 3 months, because the engine blew out after I got it, not even 2 weeks in. So got it back. I know
Blew
people have been
out
asking
the
about that, and here
engine
it
is
is. This is my
ridiculous.
daily
You had to,
driver.
bro.
This is a
You had
24th,
to have been driving that hoe just
20th
fucking.
anniversary Escalade V. Got the 26s on there, 4 Giottos with the XL caps. But anyways, nobody cares about this thing. Here is
Shit, I do. I
my
want one.
20. The actual car is a 2017, but this is a Chrysler 300, completely swapped with a Grand Cherokee Trackhawk powertrain. So it is an all-wheel drive, and then I ended up upgrading the motor to a Demon 170 engine. This is a crate engine that Dodge sold a couple months ago. I'm not sure if they're still selling them when I dropped this video, but I was able to.
Bro, and then we get a fucking ad, bro. Hey, somebody comment down below who wants to pay for my YouTube premium.
Order for Simone.
I can't do that.
To find one out of state. I had it shipped in, and in the progress of building the car, I'm like, it makes complete sense to upgrade the motor and push over 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower, all-wheel drive on E85. We actually have some E85 in those tanks over there. So just take a look at this thing, man. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera. This is a wrap. The original. Look at this thing, man.
Dog. This shit right here, bro, wouldn't even register in anybody from the UK's mind, bro. Like, if anybody from the UK seen this car, bro, it wouldn't even, like, it wouldn't be able to even mentally or physically process in their head what the fuck this is.
Man. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera. This is a wrap. The original car color is this black over here. So this is black. What they said it was. This was I forgot the name. I'll put it over here somewhere.
I see
but the name of the wrap was Super Gloss Black Metallic. But if you look at it under these lights, here you can see it. It looks like a bronze, like gunmetal gray, and it looks crazy. Just look at that.
That shit looks like one of the
when you pull it outside, which I'll put out here, at the end of the
waves.
video, so I can show you guys how it looks at night. But it looks black, but then when the light hits it, it looks like this. Shout out to the Wrap House. Wrap House tinted this car. Dearborn Hair Wash ceramic coated it. They re-tinted it with XPEL ceramic tints. So it was tinted when I bought the car, but the tints were terrible.
Sunroof, bro. This tint is dark as fuck.
That was actually working before, but I think when they pulled the door panel off, they unplugged this. So I got to fix that. 5% windows on the sides, and we did 20%.
See, bro, that's what I. That's what I seen.
Dearborn Hair Wash for that,
bro. He put the Trackhawk speedometer in the Chrysler
on this wrap. Can't even tell it's wrapped. It literally looks like paint. So I'm gonna try to get as much detail in this video as possible. Then we'll do another video where we could drive by or drive and explain all the other stuff. So with all the swaps that I do, I put these bumpers on here. So this is a sports appearance OEM bumper that Chrysler actually sells on the new 300Cs. And instead of adding fog lights, which I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna do fog lights at first, but I didn't want to choke out these coolers. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a cooler behind there.
Fog lights to me look good on only.
There's one over there for the supercharger, and then there's one over here for the oil cooler. All right, so before we move on and talk about everything going on in the engine bay, I want to mention one more thing. And on the Trackhawks, it has a radar, like a cruise radar that's located at the lower grille. I actually removed the entire configuration when I use a Trackhawk donor car. So this car doesn't even reach for that anymore. Because when you're racing these things, if you guys have a Trackhawk, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that picks up like something on the road that actually slams the brake for you. So instead of disabling it, I took off the whole.
That should never have been a feature in any car, bro. Like, with how sensitive that shit is. Like, bro, the trucks I drive for my job, like the brand new ones, like 2024, have them. And dude, You don't even have to be up against them, bro, and it's just gonna slam on the brakes, bro. And it's like the most off guard shit ever, bro. Like, in my opinion, that should have never been in any of the newer cars, bro. There's too much technology in cars now for all that shit, bro. Cars should just be straight motor and gas and seats.
Configuration of the car and the computers, so it doesn't even have that system anymore. So moving on to the engine bay. If you guys are familiar with Trackhawks, the engine harnesses run on top of the strut towers. On the 300s, Chargers, Challengers, they run on the frame rail. So if you look over here on the passenger side, you have a beefy harness that goes on top of that strut tower, and then on the driver's side, you have the same thing. These each control their own specific things. So on here, this one controls the ABS unit, headlights, the wash fluid reservoir, just all the little things. And then on this one, this controls the fuse box, the PCM. I believe that also controls adaptive suspension, which I don't have anymore, and we'll talk about that here in a second.
It looks like
so the PCM for the Grand Cherokee was over here.
Like a lot more.
That's how they are on the Grand Cherokees, the Durango Hellcats.
Like you wouldn't be able to
and
put,
obviously
like,
I have no room to put it. So if you guys watch the video, I believe I showed where I unpinned pin by pin for the PCM. There's two connectors, C1 and C2, and I backed them up every single one and put it in its OEM position on the 300, which is located underneath this cowle. So now if you're looking at it, it literally looks like a factory 300 or a Charger style, setup. So you have your fuse box. This over here isn't factory. This is actually on the Jeeps, and that is located over here.
Spectrum Mobile's
Dude, the fucking ads, bro.
Love the minimalism.
Okay, guys.
Unlimited mobile.
Across the screen.
That's for the jump start. I still actually got to attach this, but here's your positive terminal. Put that back. And then your ground is located over there. On the Jeeps, the ground is over there. So I made it where it's 100% functional. Everything
weird,
off the Jeep is used on this car,
bro. Did y'all
except
know
the functions that I didn't need,
bro,
like for example, the adaptive cruise control. We got rid of it. Another cool thing is the Jeep has the ABS pump on the driver's side. It's located right under the cold air intake, and the lines are obviously all different. So what I did was, this is indeed the actual Trackhawk the ABS pump itself, but I had to extend every single wire from this side to the side and actually run.
But just pull it up, bro.
You can't see it, but see that loom over there? That's actually the ABS harness. And it goes back, plugs in, and it works just like factory. I actually had to make custom brake lines because the fittings on this were different than the 300. So if you look at that, this one's actually a different color because I had to remake it. But everything, it looks like a factory. So this runs all the way through the core support. It goes underneath that frame rail, and then it goes to the brake booster. All right, guys, so two more things before we move on to the inside of the car. This here is an OEM Dodge Demon 170 cold air intake. With this, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't know what this does, but I had to order it because the one on the Trackhawk, it's located on the actual box for the cold air intake. So this over here worked perfectly fine. All I had to do was reorder the engine cover because the one on the Trackhawk, this vent is located towards the front.
That's some shit that I would say, bro.
The Demon 170 motor is located towards the back.
Look, like if I was doing this video, bro, showcasing this car, I'd be like, yeah, this thing right here, I don't know what it does, but I put it on, it goes, all right, and this thing right here, this little green belt, I don't know what that fucking shit does, but it just goes. And then this thing right here with the long red thing on it, that's the intake. That just sucks in air. That just.
So I had to order a new engine cover so that can fit right there. It's cut out, but everything else plugs right in.
That's gonna be my little,
and then
the way I
this
do
is
my
pretty
video,
interesting. This upper radiator hose, I actually off like a Toyota because I don't know if you can see it. This is actually longer than your standard Hellcat or Red Eye or Chrysler 300 because this engine sits that much higher than a factory Red Eye. So like the front suspension is all off a Jeep Grand Cherokee. The cradle, the knuckles, the control arms, everything is off a Trackhawk. So, you know, naturally the Trackhawks
Like, bro,
sit a
that's
lot
what I'm
higher
saying.
because it's
Like,
an
you
SUV.
can literally just
That's why this car doesn't have a
mix
hood
and match
because I have to
whatever
make
the
a
fuck
custom
you
hood
want.
for it eventually down the
Like, bro,
line,
people are
which is probably gonna be a
making
big ass cowl because the
6-speed,
cowl will cover it up because
what's it
look at how
called?
high this thing sits.
Magnums and
Which honestly, I'm
6-speed
not
Hellcat.
even
Look,
complaining about it. I kind of like the
look.
look of it.
Hear me out.
But, you know, down the line, we're going to have to buy a hood for this thing
6-speed
just to
Chrysler
get
Hellcat.
it cleaned up. We'll have it rewrapped, and it'll look nice and cool. All right, guys, I'm moving on to the side of the car. Before I talk about the suspension on the front and rear, I want to talk about this badge. These are OEM Dodge Demon 170 badges, and when I tell you, I'm not even being sarcastic, it was harder to get the badges than it was to get that engine. These were so
It's harder to get the badge on the car. Something that's probably not even a fucking pound, bro. Like, it doesn't even weigh enough, like, to register on a weight scale, bro. But he was able to get a whole crate engine. A crate engine.
restricted that dealers couldn't even order them. If you wanted to get these badges, you have to be an owner of a Demon 170. The Demon 170 has to be at the dealership. The tech has to write a service order to, you know, order these things. They have to take a picture of the fender. Like, it was a whole hassle, but it's not what you know, it's who you know. So that's why I was able to find these. So the OEM ones, which are
honestly would
OEM,
never do
these
that.
are
I'd find somebody on
OEM.
Facebook
The
Marketplace or
color
eBay that's
scheme
making
was
them.
like so ugly. So it had the orange eye in there to represent the ethanol for the fuel. But the insert over here was like a granite gray, and the outside was black. So like the color combo was terrible. And then these over here were like gray. So I took the OEM ones, which are these over here, and then I just had like the color changed out. So this is actually wrap. So the inside is wrapped in black, outside is wrapped in yellow, and the
Yeah, you
orange
can
eye thing, we
see
just
the
popped it out.
fucking
And
bubbles
I'm
on the
eventually going to
inside
put
of
an
the
LED
wrap.
in
You
there, a
should have
yellow
got that.
LED to give it
You
that
should
eye
have powder
color.
coated
But
it or
these things are sick,
painted it or
where they were
something,
just
bro.
hard as hell to
Just
find.
left it how it was.
And then on the Trackhawks, that's off of Trackhawk, they say Grand Cherokee and then Supercharge under it. Obviously, I didn't put the Grand Cherokee because this is not a Grand Cherokee, but it looks really cool with the Supercharge on the door. I really didn't know how I felt about it when I first put it on, but I kind of like it now. Wheels.
The yellow Brembos
Wheels are
stick
off the
out though.
Trackhawk. These are OEM Trackhawk wheels, front and rear. I just have different set of tires. So the ones in the front are 275s. Where is it? Oh, 295s. I just found that up.
295.
And then in the rear, they are 305s. So OEM
305,
Trackhawk
come
wheels,
alive.
OEM Trackhawk calipers in the front, but I have Scat Pack calipers on the rear, and we just powder coated them yellow so they can match the front. Because the Trackhawk calipers, for some reason, the bolt pattern was different, and it wouldn't line up to the knuckle. All right, so that's it. Well, actually, I missed one thing.
Scat Pack
The rear
brakes
differential off this car is off
with
a
Demon
manual
170,
Hellcat
bro.
Challenger.
Those are
I
gonna
think I got that right.
bust.
It's a 370 gear, same gear that's in the Trackhawk. So they both have to match. That's how it's supposed to be. So that's what we did. Got that from the dealer.
Isn't the Trackhawk like an 8-speed?
I ended up wrapping this the same color as the car, and it looks pretty cool.
Nah, I would have took that shit off.
Bro, I'm gonna grab a flashlight, and you guys have to see this paint, or this wrap, I should say. Just look at this. It looks crazy. Like I'm telling you, it looks amazing.
There, it looks crazy.
But anyways, now I'm gonna give you guys a full start.
Fucking see shit.
Let's use this key. Trackhawk quad tips. Let me shut it off. These are OEM Trackhawk quad tips.
I just busted.
The rear diffuser, this was pretty interesting because usually I would go with the dual exhaust diffuser, the ones that we put with the dual exhaust tips. But since we're doing quad tips on this diffuser is actually off the V6 300. So if you're familiar, the V6 300 has like a chrome bezel. It's like a fake exhaust tip. The exhaust tip doesn't even go to it. But it has a bezel. It's a chrome bezel that goes around here. And then it has like a trim that snaps in it. So what I did was I bought the rear diffuser. I deleted it and just cut it. So this part over here is shaved down, and that gives it that perfect fitting for the quad tip. So we made that work, and then I'm telling you, man, the detail, even made the license plate lights work. Rear park assist sensors work.
See, yeah, bro. If I were ever gonna get a Hellcat swap,
This was
bro,
the brand name of the wrap in Nose Attack.
If I were to ever get
This
a
is
Hellcat
literally
swap, bro, it would either
paint,
be
like it has
from
no
this
orange
dude
peel.
or Hellcat Mike.
I'm not gonna lie to you. At
'Cause,
first, I think the
dude,
wrap
all
that
the
we
way
ordered
down to the
was
parking
either
sensors
3M
work.
or KPMF.
That's how much
but my
pride
rapper
they
said
take into their work. They want
Help
bro,
protect their
fucking
dreams
ads.
with budget-friendly coverage from USAA Life Insurance.
Fuck y'all. But
Sell like magic with Shopify's new AI tools.
If you want to pay the extra money and get the Nose Attack, which was well worth it, and that's what we did. This is an SRT style spoiler. If you want all the swaps.
thank you guys.
I also did. I don't know if you guys seen that on camera. Dual strip LED side markers on the front and the rear. This is what comes on when you start the car. Bro, enough of everything. Let me show you guys the interior. Tell me that ain't the craziest thing ever.
Yeah,
I have to grab my flashlight because I want to show you guys the headliner. Shout out to Pete on that. Custom headliner, custom pillars, everything is suede. All suede.
Yeah.
Look at the headliner.
Gotta throw the fucking starlights. Oh, yeah, he's got
pillars
the
up there.
starlights in there, bro. I can kind of see.
I'm telling you, man, I didn't skip a beat on this thing. Let me show you guys the airbag. But you know what? Let me show you guys the rear seats. Because the rear seats are also custom, and I'm going to explain why. So these are OEM factory Trackhawk seats. Only thing that we did different was in the SUV, it has like this weird bracket that makes it sit higher. We literally just chopped it off, made it flush, and it fit right in here. But let me show you guys these rear seats. Bro.
Yeah, that's tough.
These are Charger Hellcat seats that I bought off Facebook for $100, literally $100. And they have burn holes in them over here. So when I went back to fix them, I'm like, why don't we make it where the suede matches the Trackhawk? So see how the Trackhawk has leather and then
I'm gonna
Alcantara
give me a
over
new
here?
fucking bro.
So we
I'm gonna give me a new
did the same thing. We had
chair.
leather
It's gonna
and
be
the
a fucking
Alcantara with
Hellcat
the
seat.
white stitching, and they look like Trackhawk seats, if not better. Custom yellow seat belts by Safety Restore. Shout out to
Yeah,
them.
bro.
Although they never
Different
sponsored me.
seatbelts is like
They
I don't
do
want no
amazing
regular
work. The
black
material on the
seatbelt.
seatbelts are
There's black
crazy too.
seatbelts in every car.
Let me show you guys the
Wait.
interior now. Trackhawk steering wheel. Still has a Trackhawk badge on there. But you want to see something crazy?
Yeah, but he has the
Look at this.
SRT. Woo!
Yep. All right. Trackhawk cluster. I had to fabricate this to fit in here. And then when you start it, no lights on the dash either. That is for the adaptive, not adaptive. That light is for the radar. So since the cluster isn't picking it up, there is no configuration for it. It just throws a sign that the,
See, bro,
the adaptive
I
cruise
like what
control
he
is off.
did keeping the.
But let's start it back up. I want to show you guys the screen. This screen is off a Trackhawk, so we made it fit into the bezel. I even made this clock work. Has the wrong time. But I wired that up.
Fuck?
There's a switch in here. Let me start it. You guys will find out what that does later. Trackhawk screen.
I like that.
And watch
bro.
this. This is something like Fast
It
and
looks
Furious,
way
bro.
nicer.
You might.
It looks. I don't like, bro. I don't know why. I don't like.
This is how you put the car in track mode.
I don't like how you gotta change the gears.
Bro,
like
I mean,
this.
yeah, it has a picture of a Jeep. It is what it is. All of this doesn't work because, again, we disabled the adaptive cruise. This is what usually controls it. Let me shut it off so you can hear me. Before, okay, so you guys seen the SRT, right? Before, when you shut it off, because this was a Jeep, it used to say Jeep. as a splash screen. So I was able to go in the system for the radio and change it to say SRT when the car powers off. So just a lot of Frankenstein shit, man. There's a lot of work to make this car happen. I'm actually gonna move it because I'm gonna pull it outside.
Me personally, I would have the
All right, let's move it now.
The Hellcat, Challenger, and Charger.
Oh, by the way, every single option works. Heated vented seats. I even use because the Trackhawks for the SUVs, they have this power outlet if you're trying to charge your laptop or plug in like a vacuum, whatever. That is actually mounted in the center console. So if I wanted to have like an outlet, there's an outlet in here. Drive mode.
Like he did everything, bro, to make it look like it
one
came
more thing.
factory,
So,
bro.
remember how I told you it used to have adaptive cruise control? I took out the entire configuration because we have custom coilovers on this car. This isn't running the OEM Trackhawk shocks. So it was throwing a code on here for service adaptive suspension. So guess what? I got rid of the whole thing. So you don't even see suspension here anymore. Oops, go back. So now the only thing that you see is the transmission, paddle shifters, stability control, which is your traction control, the all-wheel drive, and the steering.
Hey,
so
Dodge.
before it used to say suspension, and then it used to
if you
say
need a new,
like
if you need somebody to come out with new ideas,
but now that I got rid of it,
Khal Srt'S, because he
everything
obviously
works.
knows what the fuck he's doing.
Camera, park assist,
Oh
watching
shit!
here.
I want to make electric Hellcat and bullshit. Even the fucking backup camera works.
I'm telling you, like everything works, bro. I'm gonna move over there. That's why I've been gone for a minute. I was trying to make sure that this car was A1 by the time I'm done with it. I want to get it off the wall so you guys can get a quick walk around before I end this video, because it's been a long night. We'll soon talk about what this place is. I don't want to spoil it in this video.
It's gotta be a shop or something. Or the wrap shop.
Just look at how clean everything is. Suspension sits perfectly like leveled. I didn't want to where it's way too high or way too low. So they're adjustable again, so I can adjust the ride height if I wanted to.
Dude,
Supercharged with the D170 badge.
Fucking...
The yellow like touches go perfectly well together. I didn't want to overdo it by doing too much yellow on the
comment
car.
down below if y'all want to.
Let me know what you guys think. So I appreciate you guys for being patient with this. Dude, I promised everybody that the reveal was gonna be on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So I'm literally leaving the shop. It's probably like 3 a.m. right now. Gonna leave the shop, go edit, drop this video for you guys tomorrow, so you guys can all see the reveal. And then on Monday, let me give you guys a quick insight before this battery dies. So I'm actually in the process of tuning this thing. So we're on E85. Those are actually jugs for it right there. I have a Demon 170 fuel pump from the dealer, Mopar, that we're going to be installing in this thing. Currently, I'm running just the OG dual fuel pump off of Red Eye, but I don't think that's holding up pretty well, which we'll talk about in the next video. But I don't want to say too much. Thanks, you guys, for watching. Thank you for being patient. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the build, and I will see you guys back. Oops.
Drops the key.
On the next one.
But what a good video, bro. Like, sit here and have a little conversation with y'all. If that doesn't get you take hard, I don't know what does. But yeah, man, that was Khal Srt'S Demon all-wheel drive Demon 170 Chrysler, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit is fucking amazing, bro. Like, seriously, bro, that shit looks like it came from the factory. That's how like good his work is, and that's how much pride he puts into that shit. Like, bro, it's his job. It's his job to do Hellcats.